Tom Clark's 6M podcast is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
Hey, what is up? Welcome to Tom Clark's 6M podcast. I'm your host, Tom Clark. And in this episode, I'm joined by co-host Christopher Ray Patton.
We are completists here on the 6M podcast, kids. And what that means for you is that oftentimes we'll pick a movie and we'll do every sequel if it's a franchise, right? Listen, one of the M's is Marvel. It's the second M, actually. And if you guys know anything about the show, we've done a lot of the MCU, man, because I'm an MCU guy, Marvel fan for life. So we do a lot of those. But like franchises, like whether it's 2 movies, 3 movies, 4 movies, whatever, we'll go down the rabbit hole. And if we decide to do one, we inevitably end up doing like, we'll do this one this week. And then for the following 3 weeks, we'll do the next 3 or next 2 or whatever that looks like. And then I'll release them in order most of the time. Then you've got your whole franchise. There are exceptions to that rule. We've done T1 and T2 because they only ever did T1 and T2, and ain't nobody telling me any different. Okay, in my corner of the universe, this little pocket universe called the 6M podcast, there's only 2 Terminator movies, and that's it. And I don't hear any more about it. But for the rest of the stuff, like we just did 48 hours, we did 40 hours, another 48 hours. You get my drift, right? We're going to do that here today, kids. We're going to complete the Robocop trilogy. And you only had to wait for 2 freaking years for it to happen? Because we did Robocop 1, February 20th, 2024. We did Robocop 2, February 25th, 2025. And now here we are as we're going into the end of February and we're doing Robocop 3. We got there. I don't want to hear any complaints about it. We got a lot to get to here today, kids. We're going to do a live watch along to be live for you, live for us in the moment. You get it. But we'll get to all that here in a second. Before we go any farther, however, let's do this. Robocop 3 is a 1993 science fiction action film directed by Fred Decker and serving as the 3rd installment in the Robocop franchise. The film replaces Peter Weller with Robert John Burke in the role of Alex Murphy / Robocop and follows Murphy as he turns against Omni Consumer Products, OCP, you know me, while the corporation forcibly evicts Detroit residents to clear the way for Delta City. Released theatrically in 1993, the film was produced on an estimated budget of approximately $22 million and grossed roughly $47 million worldwide, making it the lowest grossing entry in the original trilogy. And that is your lowdown for Robocop 3. Chris, we did part 2. It was a movie. So our memories of it were whatever they were, and then we watched it and went, oh God, no. I'm going in this ice cold, brother. Ice cold. I have barely any memory of part 3. What about you?
I think that there's a kid hacker. There's some android ninjas, I believe. So I watched the trailer before this, and RoboCop had a gun for an arm. So I don't know if he loses his arm at some point. I remember him having a jetpack in this movie. And also his famous WCW appearance where he saved Sting, I think was from this particular RoboCop lineage, either that or the TV show, which, you know, for completionists, I guess we're going to have to touch on that at some point. But I'm excited. You know, we talked about this, joked about how bad RoboCop 2 was, as we do anytime I do a watch along with you. It somehow circles back around to how awful of a time we had watching that one. So all we can hope for is this will be good, maybe.
Well, fingers crossed. Because there again, I don't think either one of us, anticipated part 2 being as freaking terrible as it was. But yeah, I mean, and by the way, kids, the timing of these 3 films, complete coincidence. Well, the timing of the first 2, complete coincidence. The timing for this one today, absolutely not a coincidence. We timed this to be a year apart because we said part 1 and part 2. Wow, what's that? What'd we do there? Complete accident. But this one is not an accident at all. We'll tell you at the end of the show what we're going to do a year from now. We'll get there. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm going in cold here. Chris mentioned a kid. If you're watching the video version, there's a kid on the freaking background behind us. All I know is there's a poster with Robocop's got the gun, and there's a girl with a gun. There's a little kid with a gun looking all, focused. And I'm like, oh God, I have got to watch this movie again. Like, there's no doubt about it. So we're going to get into it here today. By the way, Canon factors into this, of course, and you brought some serious Canon Films knowledge. I think it was for part 2. Like, this movie existed for like 2 years before they actually released it because Canon was having issues. I mean, I miss the days of that logo on the big screen in the theaters, man. I guess that's the nostalgic side of me because it's tied to some good action movies and some hokey action movies, right? Like, it's pretty cool. I like it.
It's Canon's gimmick, and when they started making movies like this where they were spending some big budget money, that kind of is what ended up being the undoing of Canon, because their whole mythology was kind of like, let's do very, very cheap horror movies, and if they don't do good at the theaters, they'll eventually do good on VHS. It's basically, so they would, that's why there's like 8 Death Wishes, for instance.
Right.
That's the great thing about Canon. There's not a production company out there that's like doing it like Canon was doing it in the late 70s and 80s. Yeah, that's for sure. And there's that wonderful documentary out there. I can't remember the name of it right now offhand, but if you look up Canon Films documentary, it'll come up, and it's wonderful. They go into all the history of Canon and some of their best movies. It's got tons of clips and interviews. It's wonderful. It's a great watch. Might have to do that as a watch along one day.
Oh, that'd be fun. I still got to do that, man. I still got to watch. I still haven't checked it out.
Boink Studios YouTube is the home of Tom Clark's 6M podcast. Tom Clark's main event, Bear Mode, a podcast review of The Bear, and Two Nations Under Ted, a Ted Lasso podcast. Subscribe to the channel for archives that date back to 2014, with new content being uploaded every week. And check out boinkstudios.com for links to every podcast platform, social media, special announcements, and a lot more. Bookmark the site today.
Well, kids, as we said before, this is an audio commentary, and this is not necessarily to replace the audio of the film. You can turn the film down and then use this as your commentary track as we go through the film. We'll drop some trivia for you, some production notes here, there, and everywhere. We'll give you our takes as they happen, and hopefully they're awesome takes because it's a great movie. Fingers crossed. So here's what we're going to do, kids. We both have black screens, and depending on where you're watching this, you should all have the MGM lion in the front of it. You need to have a black screen, and when you hit play, about a second passes, then you have the MGM lion pop up, and the dude roars 3 times, then we're off to the races. So that's what we've got. So if you're synced up, you should have a black screen. If you've got any icons before the MGM lion, if it's today on Max or Amazon or what, get rid of that and get past it. Get to black before the line, about a second in between. You should be good. We'll drop markers as we go. That way you can catch up if you get lost. It happens to us occasionally. So here's what we'll do, folks. We'll count 1, 2, 3. What we'll do is we'll go 1, 2, go on 3. Everybody got that? Okay. So here's what we'll do, kids. If everybody's ready, let's do this. Remember, it's go on 3. 1, 2, go on 3. All right. I had an ad pop up the second I went on 3, so I'm already behind. I'm probably going to be a second behind.
Yep, I just hit 15 seconds. So we're getting the secondary Orion film logo here.
I got the spinning right now. Then Orion just flashed across my screen.
Yeah, we're pretty much spot in spot.
Awesome. Orion. I missed that logo too, honestly. Here we go, kids.
Some incredible digital effects going on in this right now.
Big time. Oh my. I really wanted that baby to be a cyborg. I really wanted that.
I love that they leaned into a commercial right off the rip for this one, though. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's like Tropic Thunder.
Delta City for our children.
Konomitsu is taking over OCP. That kid's going to end up with a gun later. He's on the
Don't
background.
Spoil it for the people.
You know why he's going to have a gun, Chris? It's that long hair. See, it does lead to a life of crime.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents were right.
That's what I've heard.
Look at that hair. Beating him up because he's got a haircut like that. That's not cool.
These the SWAT gear equipment is very awkward. It looks like they're wearing like the armor from 300, but it's been spray painted white.
Yeah, it does.
Also, this kid, I think, is supposed to be hacking, but he was just doing like Will from Good Will Hunting math.
Mm-hmm. That was we just saw Paul McDaggett as John Castle, the old white dude with the hair. I bet he won't be a problem.
No. I mean, if the OCP have taught us anything, they're very nice.
Of course.
And only think of what they want for the city. How can we better
to serve and protect. Is that kid Nico? Is that Remy Ryan is Nico Halloran?
Yes, this is Nico. Obviously big fan of building Robocop models.
There's Ed 209. Let's have a mall of Ed 209, the thing that killed innocent people. That's a good plan.
In the video game, you fight Ed 209, like different Ed 209s so many times. It's incredible. Speaking of which, the director of this movie is also the writer of the RoboCop Rogue City, which I've talked about on every RoboCop episode. So I might as well bring up the game now. The game's incredible. The game is way better than RoboCop 2. I'll tell you that, story-wise.
Uh-oh. Not so safe, Dad. Not so safe after all. That for $1. Oh, man. Remember that guy?
Yeah. They're like, remember RoboCop 1? We remember RoboCop 1.
Of course. Red Foreman? I'd buy that for $1.
That guy gets his penis shut off.
Yes. Oi. Patrick Crowley and John Davison are the producers on this one, kids. Written by Frank Miller, the great Frank Miller, and Fred Decker. So there you go. Yeah, look, it looks like BMX. Wouldn't that be like those vests they're wearing, some kind of like motocross thing?
Yeah, like it's weird because they like built muscles into it,
Yeah, yes.
It's like those Halloween costumes, like where you get the superhero ones with the foam.
My God. Hey, listen. I want to laugh at this, but I kind of want to laugh at this, and you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
A bunch of agents displacing people from their home. Is that where you're going with?
Dude, this is getting real all of a sudden. Holy Lord. I'd forgotten this. Used to be just movies. That's all it was.
I will say the riot gear helmets are just like cool motorcycle helmets.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of look more like Battlestar Galactica or Star Wars.
They do. Battlestar's a good call for sure. There's what's her name right there. You had her name before we went on. I can't remember her name.
Juliet Fax.
No, from The Shield right there. What's her name?
Oh, well, that I named her as Dr. Juliet Fax with two X's.
Right.
She's kind of like the mad scientist character in this movie, if I remember right. She's kind of replacing that because they had one of those in pretty much well, in both of those games as well as, or both of the movies as well as the video game as well.
CC Pounder, right? CH Pounder, CC Pounder,
CCH Pounder.
CCH. I almost
Juliet Fox. She appeared in Avatar, but it doesn't give me any other information on what character she played.
She's great as the hard-boiled, I'm always pissed off, right? She's so good at that, man. That vibe that she'll give you. Boy, when she gets into mode and character mode like that, man, I wouldn't cross her. Like, no, thank you.
That's
all business.
That show is so great. The Shield is such an incredible show.
I haven't seen it in years.
So most of this movie was shot in my hometown, Atlanta.
All right.
Well, no, production was delayed, causing cast changes, and the movie, as you talked about earlier, it released 2 years after it was shot. So.
It did.
This dude's about to get punched in the face by Robocop. Still coming.
This is Nico Remy Ryan's first role, child tech prodigy avoiding the resistance, or aiding the resistance, excuse me. And, you know, by putting a kid as one of the main leads, Chris, you're saying this is a PG-13 movie and we're trying to open this up to younger audiences, I suppose.
You know, but everyone always talks about how ultra violent Robocop was, and it's not. I mean, the first one is for sure, but the second one, I didn't get. It didn't have that vibe. So far, this is like, to me, on the same level of violence as what Robocop 2 was.
Yeah. There's Stephen Root.
Oh yeah, Bill Treve himself.
Yeah, I forgot Stephen Root was in here. He's looking for a stapler, I think. No. Stephen Root and Rip Torn have both been in everything. Just say it. They've been in everything at this point.
They really have. I really enjoyed the new King of the Hill season. Speaking of,
I watched the first 2 or 3 and never went back to it. I don't know why. I just never finished it.
Yeah, it's worth going back and finishing. I think it's only like 8 episodes, right?
Oh, I should.
Bobby's girlfriend arc is pretty great.
Yeah. That was different. Very different. Oh! Oh! That voice is great.
I love that this kid's just gonna hack Ed 209.
Of course.
With these video ports.
Yeah. What are you doing, child? Human child, let go of my leg. There's some pitch shifting happening on that voice. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I just want him to start dancing and stuff. That'd be fun. You must break dance.
I like that when she hacked it, it was literally just typing loyal as a puppy.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord. We're not advocating for anything. Everybody calm down. Calm down, everybody. The colors. Washed out's the phrase coming to the washed out colors of 80s films. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with, has it been remastered? Has it been redigitized? Has it been cleaned up? You know what I mean? Like the version I'm watching has not been cleaned up. So...
No, and I love that. I don't want it to, like, I sometimes I like it. It depends on the film. Like The Shining, for instance, looks great with the canon, or not the canon version, like that Criterion Collection edition, for instance. It looks great with the touch-ups that they did. But like for something like this, I mean, I think it kind of goes against RoboCop if you start trying to make it look too nice, you know? It takes away from the grittiness of the city too.
Yeah, it does. Boy, they hit the mother load there, man. They even got a little cart. They
As,
got a little
as
cart.
someone who's been watching Law and Order from beginning to now, I'm like at like season 12. The original one, like when it started in the 90s, it had a much darker look like this, and then like around the 2000s, it cleans up a lot, and it looks like a completely different show almost.
Interesting.
It's kind of jarring.
Was that the jetpack we just saw?
Oh yeah,
There's a jetpack in this movie, kids.
yeah. RoboCop gets a jetpack.
Right now, kids, they're getting back in the yellow van. The cops are just coming around the corner. They're going to have a showdown. Cop just jumped out with his gun. There you go. Uh-oh. That's fun.
Yeah, this is the PG-13ness is where I don't think you see a lot of people getting just shot. They go
No.
like the Terminator 2 route.
Yeah. We get some property damage. That's about it. I just want to see Ed chasing after him. Wait for me. You know,
He really should if he's as loyal as a puppy.
I'm saying.
They're gonna turn around and he's just sad. He's
Yeah.
just sitting on the-
Aw. He's like kicking at the rocks on the ground like a little kid. We need some Ed 209s. I think that'd help fix a lot of our problems right now.
Only if we can program them to be loyal as a puppy
Absolutely.
by hooking into their display port.
Law breaking. Uh-oh. I was just kidding. I was just playing. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Is that Jeff Garlin?
I think so, yes.
That feels weird.
Why do I want to say his last name was Greenberg or something? Am I getting it wrong? You've probably got the right name.
He's in he's in the Goldbergs. That might
He's
be.
in. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Uh-oh, look who's back, kids.
Yeah. I hope there's a lot more of her. There was not enough of her and RoboCop's relationship in 2.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a big important part of RoboCop 1, and they kind of just in 2. I yelled about it on when we were watching that movie. I'm like, "Where's Lewis?"
I mean, not for nothing, Chris. We are 13 minutes in. Where is the star? Like, this ain't the first movie. Let's go, man.
This diner is just like low-key a liquor store in Atlanta.
Of course.
Pretty
Oh, is
sure.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
This city in general looks way different than it did when they shot this. That's for sure.
Hadn't been developed yet. Now there's condos everywhere you look,
Mhm.
apartments and vape stores, and I mean, just ridiculous. Remember how you used to be tattoo parlors on every corner? Now it's vape stores on every corner now. Like,
Well, this part of Atlanta was like porn theaters and
oh wow,
in the late 80s. This is 10 years probably, well, about 15 years removed from like the Atlanta child murders.
wow.
So it's kind of not the best time. Like, Atlanta gets the Olympics in 96, and that's when you
Yeah.
start getting all of the development that I kind of know. So I grew up with like 2 different versions of Atlanta.
Interesting. I won't speak for your fair city now, but at one time Atlanta was leading the nation in murder over LA. And I remember this from the 90s because I remember I was writing a story in the early to mid 90s, and that was the stat. So not saying that's still the case, but Atlanta was number 1. So
No, I mean, I think, like I said, Atlanta in general is way different. And in some ways that's good. And in other ways, depending on how you look at things, it's bad.
a lot of good explosions and sparks and whatnot. But we
Kind
are
of sucks
50
they decided to do that to that Pontiac.
Yeah, right?
The bandit would be pissed.
Yes, he would. We're coming up on 16 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I did not remember it taking this long to get the guy on the freaking screen.
There he is.
That better be him. Yep. There you go. Well, there you go.
It was almost like you planned that perfectly.
And SUX, wasn't that from the first movie?
Yeah, the car
Sucks?
brand, the sucks.
Delusions of Gander.
They stick with that in the video game too. A lot of the video game, you can go around writing like parking tickets and stuff. So that comes up quite often.
Man, Lewis has kind of got a mullet happening in this movie. It's a girl mullet.
They really went out of their way to modify the way that Pontiac looks to make it different, like an SUX. Also, on all of the cop cars, they've taken off the Ford badging or painted the Ford badging.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that as well.
It's like Huey Lewis with a Brooklyn accent, isn't it? Come on.
You think the guy actually talks like that, or he auditioned with that voice in there?
Oh, I hope he auditioned with that voice.
You dumb broad.
They're like, congratulations, you got the part. And he's like, yeah, right. You can stop now. Uh-oh, they done got him.
What did he get stung by a bee? What happened?
Yeah, it was a big
It was
bee.
like a bee noise, and then all of a sudden he was gone.
Right in the chest.
Dead.
Those African bees we've heard so much about. I knew they were coming. I knew it.
Oh, maybe it was a blow dart because ninjas.
That's right. Techno ninjas or whatever we're calling them. All right, look. Let's call it what it is. So far, there hasn't been a whole lot of offensive things happening in this movie. I mean, offensive is in they're insulting my intelligence. So far, it's okay. Can we agree? We're even keel.
So far, I'm enjoying this more than Robocop 2.
Yeah. Well, I've had migraines I've enjoyed more than Robocop 2. So,
but we always, I always remembered Robocop 2 being better than 3 as a kid. So I don't know why that was.
Well, that's got to be the captain. He's got to be yelling. We need a captain that yells in every cop movie. Isn't that the same captain from the first movie? First two movies, I think. Oh, look at these guys. Look at that hair. If a man commits to a haircut like that, you know that he means business. You're going to spend that much time on his hair, he's coming to get
funny,
you.
Like I love that they kept this 80s aesthetic for punk rock hair. As opposed, because by the time you're in the 90s, this isn't really as much of a thing anymore. You're it's like post-punk.
Yeah.
People looking more like Henry Rollins and less like this.
That's true. It looks like what are they? They could look at the Misfits right now, don't they? Uh-oh. See, Murphy done punched the keyboard. All right, kids, let's get the Robocop ticker.
Yeah. Here we go.
19 minutes and 44 seconds, everybody. You kidding me?
All right, I'm immediately excited because we have nunchucks in this movie.
If anyone needs me, I'm counting the minutes so we actually get to see the dude. Uh-oh. Deploying gun arm. Couldn't he just held the gun? It's just a question. Uh-oh.
It seems like he kind of went out of his way to go up there to get back down here. He had to go into a parking deck.
Yes. Wouldn't it be great if he just landed on them? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
20 minutes and 25 seconds, kids, till we saw the star that the guy that the freaking movie's named after him. Cannon, do better. I'm just saying, that's sad. Come on, man. People paid to see this.
We got the great one-liner, though.
That's true.
Hold for backup.
All right. Robert John Burke, Peter Weller couldn't do this movie because of a movie called The Naked Lunch, which made $1 billion, and we've talked about it for years, and it's won all kinds of Oscars. It did not. But What do you think about the decision to replace him here? Should they have pursued Weller a little bit harder and said, "Hey, man, you're our guy"? What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's kind of hard to say because 2 wasn't that good. So.
Well, we're trying not to think about that.
Yeah, I mean, they should have. I think his voice is better than this guy's voice. But we got to give him a chance here. We've seen him for less than a minute so far in this movie named Robocop.
That's fine. It's an interesting choice to overdub that character's voice into a much less realistic speaking voice. That's an interesting choice. He's got a plastic jacket.
Acid or something? Gasoline is what they're throwing on him?
I guess.
Oh.
Oh. Wait a minute. Fire! Oh, man.
That was
Look
awesome.
at him walking. I just want him to break character and go, "Oh, God," and try to like pat himself down.
I mean, he still does have a human face. This is still a problem.
You would think so. Oh, right through the glass. Well, I mean, if fire didn't hurt you, he walks through the glass and gets cut, and he goes, "Ah!" Right?
I just like that it set off the sprinkler system.
Creeps. You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Yeah.
Creeps. Listen here, merry pranksters. Like, what? These juvenile delinquents have been up to some shenanigans.
So is this a Christmas movie, Tom? Because when they were in the cafe earlier, they were playing Christmas music. Is that why he says merry pranksters?
I said merry pranksters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm rewriting this as we watch it. So
you're like, that Frank Miller doesn't know what he's doing.
Frank who? We got to quit playing hot and loose with the Christmas definition. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Everybody can shut up about that. But we can't just say every movie's a Christmas movie, can we?
Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
Oh, good job, kid. But it's my hat, lady. Who's this child? Hey, you can't record that kid. There's laws against that. Someone tell this Robocop guy that's not cool.
He's a police officer.
Yeah, and? Murphy, we've been checking your hard drive. What are you? There's someone hanging on the...
Is this Mako?
I think so. He's a little intimidating there, that guy is.
Famously known for his role in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah. Mako is Kanamitsu.
He's also the voice of Uncle Ira for people out there that like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've never watched it, so I can't speak on that.
Interesting. Rip Torn, everybody. Also been in everything. You think on the other side he's waiting till the screen comes down? All right, boss, we've cut the feed. I was like, did y'all get that? All right, cool. Like,
I always thought their office buildings look awesome in these movies, though.
Don't they?
Why didn't I get to work in an office like this?
Right. Look at that table, man.
This is a conference room right here. That's what I want.
Yeah. Is that Johnson from part?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I do not have that. Let me look and see. I got the IMDb pulled up here.
I thought that guy got killed. The guy that jumps up and goes, "That thing's a killer."
Yeah. Let's see. Robocop.
That's him. That's got to be him. It looks just like. Listen to Torn. Listen. Dude, he sounds like Dodgeball.
Well, he's not listed as a character on the primary page of IMDb here, so I'm assuming that it could just be the same actor recasted as a different part. You would think he would get his name in the credits if it.
Listen to Torn. He used this voice to play Patches O'Houlihan in Dodgeball. It's the same voice. Why did I never get that?
I don't know. Well, to be fair, when's the last time you thought about RoboCop 3?
Yeah. I think about Dodgeball way more. So
to tie this into the Bachman's basement, RoboCop was in Thinner.
That's right, Robert John Burke.
Stephen King book.
Well done.
Short story, actually.
He had a good career after this. Like I think this movie helped get his name out there, didn't it? Like he was in several things after this movie, I believe.
Yeah, famously, Bart Bass on Gossip Girl.
Have we lost him? Has he passed? Why was I thinking he's passed? Has he? Maybe he hasn't.
I'm not sure. I do not have that information pulled up in front of me.
I was thinking maybe he had, but maybe not. Ba, 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 ba.
I really like that Mako as an actor just has one name.
Yes.
It kind of makes it stand out when you're like going through IMDb. Like I noticed that earlier and I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's like Cher or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now he's still with us, 65. Well done. Good for him. He was also Ed Tucker on SVU. See that guy the way he opened his eyes?
Yeah,
You heard.
Man. He's an android. I feel like I'm wearing the appropriate hat for android ninjas today with the Red Ribbon Army Dragon Ball tie-in. Android 16, 17, and 18.
Was that Otomo? Bruce Locke as Otomo?
Let's see.
I think. That's funny.
So a lot of people think that this is like secretly the most Frank Miller script because the one that he wrote for 2 was massacred and altered very heavily. A lot of people think that this is the most comic book-esque version of a RoboCop thing.
Makes sense. Speaking of Law and Order kids, Jill Hennessy is Dr. Marie Lazarus. If you're going to have a last name, it may as well be Lazarus.
I should have like programmed in like the Law and Order sound every time he shows up.
Dun, dun. Yeah.
She's pretty. Early 90s hot.
For sure. The frizzy hair. She was McCoy's ADA.
Yes, she was.
Have I got the ninja character's name wrong here? Maybe I don't. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, the ninja android. And ninja android's called Otomo.
What has that actor been in previously? I'm sure he's in like a million Chuck Norris films or something.
It's Bruce Locke, but you can't click his name on Wikipedia anyway.
Huh.
Crazy.
The reason I picked Chuck Norris there is because he also known for his Canon film work and Orion film work.
For sure. There's Bradley Whitford. Forgot he was in this too. Dr. Jeffrey Flake, the head of OCP Security Concept Division.
Is this cast? This cast is like so 90s.
It is.
But it seems way more loaded than RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
Especially looking back through a 2026 lens.
For sure.
She is one of the better assistant DEAs on Law and Order out of the rewatch so far.
I like Robinette under Ben Stone. I think he was my favorite. Him and Stone together, I thought. See, I have a fondness for I love McCoy, but I have a fondness for the first couple of years of that show.
I'm a McCoy guy, or as I lovingly call him, Browse.
Mhm.
He just seems to be the better lawyer in the show, and he doesn't lose as much. I guess it's more realistic with Stone, though. I feel like Stone lost a lot of his cases in those early seasons.
And has he made his cameo in your rewatch yet? Where they like he's no longer a lawyer; he's kind of a recluse.
Yeah, I mean, well, spoiler alerts for people out there who are planning on rewatching Law and Order. He's trying to take down a Russian mobster, and he gets a couple of people killed during that process of trying to get them to be public witnesses. And after that, he retires, and that's kind of the escape from his show. But he has not shown back up yet. No.
Yeah, his cameo was.
We just got through Benjamin Bratt's couple of seasons.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. So I like season 13.
I like him a lot. So kids, they're watching the screen. We just got the flashback memories he has and what's in his head. You know, in every RoboCop movie, if you're picking up on what has to happen, there's always got to be at least one guy going, "Shut it down. Nah, we don't need it no more. Wipe him. Just wipe him." Like, there's at least one guy every movie saying this stuff.
He thinks that this is his kid.
I think it's just, oh, I see. Maybe so.
Weird. It's not his kid, though.
No.
His kid at this point would be like 20 years old.
No kidding. That is Robert DeQuee as Sergeant Warren Reed. Great actor. This dude was in everything as well.
It's good to know that Delta City has the DARE program.
Right?
Seems like a waste of their time to be doing that in the city. What was the drug called in the first movie?
Nuke?
Nuke, yeah.
Was it Nuke?
Yeah, big nuke problem in this city.
RoboCop's like, "You didn't wait on me. This is ridiculous."
He shows up to a school and he's like, "Do you dare to not do drugs?
Stay off drugs or I'll kill everybody in here." What? Don't do drugs. It's bad for you.
It looks like they made the suit more comfortable, which would have made that's one of the things Weller hated. Maybe they should have sent him the suit and been like, "Hey, check it out," because it seems to be moving a lot better than in the first two films. He was able to do this little pirouette turn getting out of that room.
That's true. He can pivot now. He still got the R2D2 thing where and then reads the data and can hack the system.
I love it. And he can also like stab people with it too.
Sure. I mean, it's multi-purpose. You know what I mean? It's one of those kitchen tools. Could do a little bit of everything.
Now, I am sad that we haven't seen his actual pistol yet, because the original pistol in RoboCop is awesome.
That thing comes out like every 2 seconds in that movie. Because, like you said, it's all.
So far, we've only seen gun arm, which, to be fair, I do dig gun arm. I'm a sucker for a limb being a weapon, like Evil Dead.
Sure.
Having chainsaw arm, or was it Planet? What was that? Frank Rodriguez film that was tied in with Death Proof, where she had a Planet Terror, where she's got a gun for a leg.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Right. There's a high-tech hammer if I've ever seen one.
At the
That's
end
what
of the
high-tech
day,
hammers look like in the future, Chris.
it's like building a better mousetrap. Do you really need it, or is a normal hammer still the best way to use a hammer?
Listen, you got to move ahead with the times, man. That polycarbonate material, it's bulletproof and it's make a great hammer. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a pedometer. It tracks how many swings you've made in a day.
It's well balanced. No stress on the elbow.
I mean, isn't the future hammer just a nail gun though at some point?
If you're gonna get like that about it, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I'm
Yeah,
about to
excited.
kill everybody in here.
No, he's kind of like, so far he is not at all with the objective.
No.
He's not done anything that they've told him to do as a police force.
Don't you just want to see him turn it sideways like in a gangster movie? I just really want to see
I
it.
don't know that his hands do that.
What? So his hands
I
can,
think
you
that
can
they
pop
only
his
go like
hand
this.
out, replace it with a gun, but he can't turn his hand?
That's what it looks like.
Who designed this suit?
I mean, because he has to turn, like when he turns to do the hacking, it's like this. It's very. Oh, you mean internment camp?
There's
Shut
10
it
of
down,
them.
RoboCop.
There's 10 of them and there's 250 cops. That's good math, everybody. Great math.
I'm sure that they could just walk out here and not get shot by all of these armed officers too.
Sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dance.
Yes. Dance, monkeys, dance.
Would have been awesome.
Oh!
Yeah. This movie's immediately better by having way more Lewis in it than RoboCop 2. I don't know what people were talking about online when they told us RoboCop 2 is the better of the three.
I was just going to make a joke that they're just going to shoot her to death. Wow, I wasn't wrong, huh? Kill him. In the movie now. It won't let him.
Yeah, because they're
Oh!
superiors or whatever.
I could blow up stuff around you.
What they shoot? They shoot him with like an EMD or something?
He has something glowing in his chest.
Oh man, this kid's about to shut this programming down, and these cops are going to be in such trouble.
Uh-oh. I thought she had a grenade. I thought I was going to see some stuff blow up.
Lewis better not be dead after I was just
Putting her over.
yeah, putting her over and how excited I was that she's been in more of this movie. She does tend to get shot in like every one of
She
these,
does.
though.
Can't just let the girl be tough, can we, Canon Films? Can't just let her be tough. Gotta make her the damsel in distress. Come on, Canon, get with it. If Canon don't get with it, Chris, they're gonna be in trouble. I'm just saying.
I you know, at some point, why didn't they give her like? Because you could make this whole robot. Couldn't you just make like an exosuit or something?
Yeah.
You know, like some armor for her.
Why don't all the officers have exo armor at this point?
Because, like, you know, we know why they had to make RoboCop a full Robo Man, but the technology exists for them to build like these echo suits or, you know, exosuits or something for every officer, you would think.
Dude, she's dying, man.
Oh, man. Don't let her die, RoboCop. This is tragic, man. It's like watching a part of my childhood die. Aw.
I mean, I don't know what is more, you know, what you should grieve over more, like the death or the haircut. I'm just saying, like it's both very close. That kid's haircut. Come on, kid. Life of crime awaits you, young man.
Hey. I know someone that has hair like that.
Well, then you know what I'm talking about. See what I mean? Like,
Yes, I am a criminal. I mean, to be fair, you should have took that Ed 209 with you.
Thank you.
Like, you went through all that to steal some AK-47s. You should have just like went back and tried to get that Ed 209 in like a U-Haul or something.
Yeah. Man, poor Lewis. Come on, man.
He's got like the Scarface gun.
Yeah.
He's got like the rocket launcher in the in the machine gun at the same time.
But then a piece of 80s tech where it's just a flashing light. You know what I mean?
That makes it 80s. It puts, they just like strap a pager to it.
Yeah. I mean, it is 1990. I think we're all expecting a turtle with a pizza down there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. They're in New York though, right?
Well,
Or whatever their city's called. Is that
well, they're in Detroit, and then the turtles are. I guess. What is their city called? I thought it was New York. I thought they were just in New York.
Yeah, I guess it is just New York. It's just, they're one of the few franchises to do that if that's the case, because it seems like everyone always renames these cities so they don't have to deal with like licensing.
And plus, architecture and locations and
Yeah.
call it whatever you want to call it. Establish it for your own universe.
It's famously why Grand Theft Auto did it the way that they did, even though some of it's built around realistic stuff in a city. But they're like, you can't program in everything.
Right.
That's going to be crazy as games go forward, though, now with like Google Maps and stuff, like how detailed they're going to be able to get specific cities and
That's good
gaming and movies in general. But the original one was filmed in like Houston, and this is in Atlanta, so it's kind of crazy. And I think the second one was like filmed in like Vancouver or something, if I remember right.
Yes. Can we talk about how easily these guys are carrying? Come on, man. What are we looking at?
Yeah,
you
gotta
think
assume
this
that
guy
Robocop
weighs?
is pretty heavy, right? He's got to be like 400, 500 pounds, you would think.
I mean, let's say the guy conservatively, there wasn't a lot of Murphy left. Let's say Murphy's 100 pounds if he's anything, because he had limbs shot off. Let's say he's 100 pounds. The arm has got to be at least 300, 400 pounds, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah. Let's make Robocop a menace. They missed like a golden opportunity to change Robocop's programming and make him like, different characters. Like he's like Data for a second.
The tracker, I see. Shouldn't they have just destroyed the tracker?
Well, I mean, they did effectively. It's still a piece of electronics, right? They just threw it in water.
Yeah, but it's...
That was awesome.
Oh, nice. That dude done blowed up.
Yeah, he got booby trapped. I love a good booby trap in a movie.
Heck yeah.
Also fun to say.
Milton's getting a little upset. No
I
stapler.
can see why people think that have said that this is the most comic-like of the RoboCop films, because you have like this whole resistance army, lots of underground stuff, hideouts. It does have a different vibe than the other two movies for sure.
Yeah. See how intense she is? I wouldn't cross her. Oh, Bertha.
WCW superstar RoboCop.
Yep. We're bringing in WCW star RoboCop. Tell Sting to get ready. Doll face. He just got back from the 1940s, apparently.
It's always fun when tech actually exists now from one of these movies that seemed like too futuristic.
Yeah.
Because like they totally have like Amazon devices that just do video calls now. You know, like that, where you can see someone's face in your kitchen or whatever.
Dude, when I was a kid, I would put on like a Casio watch and act like I was talking in it. Like that's how we played as kids. Like just pick anything up and hey, it's a phone, this is a video. All the time.
I do miss flip phones because I liked walking around and going Captain's log.
Captain, yeah, Star Trek 2 to beam up. He called her bottom legendary.
I mean, to be fair,
Is it legendary?
it's pretty good.
She's 100 pounds soaking wet. She can't have much of a bottom. Ladies, no one's trying to shame you, but still.
Hey, babe, it's Tone, brother. It's in the
Oh, I
gym,
see.
doing squats.
It's
maybe.
Tone. That's why it's legendary.
This is Johnson, yeah.
That thing's a killer. I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now.
why is he not listed on the IMDb page?
That's a darn good question. Shane Black is in here, kids, as Donnelly. We may have missed him already. The great Shane Black.
All right. We're doing some investigation here, so I apologize if there's a click.
Oh, look. Uh-oh. Oh! Wow. Oh, God. Did you hear what he goes? Oh!
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. The sound effect. It was like, "Ah!"
Oh, here we go. He's got the perfect hair, acting like a robot and stuff.
Oh my God, what happened? He just got thrown out a window by a ninja. That's what happened.
No, he jumped out. He jumped.
No, because I mean, I think it's insinuated that he got thrown out by this
No.
ninja.
No, he jumped. He just committed suicide.
He just jumped out. I
Yeah.
got thrown.
His wife was on the video saying, come on, it can't be that bad. You know, every company has problems. And he just turned around and jumped. Patches, what's going on in here?
Oh, this man's got the Ozzy Osbourne glasses where you can flip them up. Or it's like, actually, no, they're more like steampunk-ish goggle glasses.
Listen to the voice. Do I have to drink my own urine? No. What is it? He says, but it's what is it? Sanitizing. I like the taste.
Did you ever watch that show Dual Survivor?
No, what is that?
It's just like they put themselves in like survival recreations. Like if you get left here, you got to find your way back to civilization. This is how you would do it. Well, there's one episode where a guy insists on drinking his own pee.
Ugh.
And Cody Lundeen, who's the other guy, he's like a hippie. He lives out in the desert. He never wears shoes. That's kind of his gimmick. Like even on the survival show, he doesn't wear shoes. He's like that. He goes in this big long detail about how it's just a terrible idea because it's actually more salt and it will take away hydration from your body. But the other guy's like, yeah, but I just need to feel something moist on my lips out here in the desert. I'm like, brother, this is a TV show. You do not.
Yeah.
To drink your own pee out here.
Yeah, you think the cameramen are walking around with no bottles of water? Get out of here.
I mean, it's a recreation of a survival, like showing you how, like worst case scenario. It's not like you have to go that far.
Did Bradley Whitford's character just kill himself? He had a pistol and then he walked out with it.
We have a lot of death happening off screen.
Yeah.
In this film. I guess that's to try to make sure it's PG-13.
Yeah. There's an 80s look in 1990 if I've ever seen it. Bandana, goatee, machine gun, army
Looks like
fatigues.
just the same warehouse from the first movie, honestly.
It does.
See? Christmas tree, man. Even bad guys.
I know we kill people and stuff. But that's no reason not to be jolly.
Oh, these
Wait,
aren't bad
this is
guys.
the
These are
Resistance.
yeah, these are the Resistance.
They got to be jolly. They got to have Christmas. Come on, man. That chick's got a laundry bag. They're doing laundry up in there.
There's that one kid. There's a couple computers here. Maybe they're playing Oregon Trail.
Could be.
Oregon Trail slaps, as the kids would say.
Oh, my.
You think they have Oregon Trail in Delta City?
Perhaps. There's a full-blown tree right there. All these computers, they can't nobody get a pair of scissors, cut this kid's hair. I really don't care about his. I really don't care about his haircut. I just like ripping on it. I think it's fun.
He, I mean, he reprogrammed Ed 209. You need to be a little nicer to this kid. You don't know what he might do to you.
He couldn't program to follow him home, could he?
I think the guy's talking about RoboCop like he's a car. He's like, I can do the body work.
I can do the body work, no problem. Come on. It's like a fender here, and there's a bumper back here.
That's the version of RoboCop I want, where like part of his body is made from like a 1973 Maverick or something.
Yeah. I could buff that out. He's got a scratch. Just buff it out.
He's just got the welder going over here.
Right. Every time you turn around, you see the sparks in the background. To all our fans in the great city of New York, no disrespect meant by my horrible impersonation of that accent. So
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's more, it is definitely in line with some of the other actors in this film. Same level of quality.
If it makes everybody feel any better, I live in the South and I do stupid accent like that all the time. So I can laugh at both. All right. Man, she got some frizzy hair, buddy. They make product to fix that now, but then they didn't apparently.
I think it's supposed to look disheveled because she's like the scientist or whatever. You know what I mean?
We're going to go with that. We'll go with that.
I was like, that was a very typical trope in the 80s and 90s. If the girl was like a doctor or a scientist, they would give her like some kind of frizzy hair look.
And also cover your navel with the pants. Hike them way up like an old man, right?
That bad boy, those got to be way up there.
Yeah. It's getting kind of, every time you see it, you got to get that little Asian influence music. All right, guys, we get it. He's not white. Okay? Like, through the editing room going, be sure you add that Asian inspired music right there because he's Asian.
I mean, technically, he's an android, so he's no race.
Well,
really.
Yeah.
It should be like every time he walks into a room, it just starts playing techno. Lo-fi.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, please catch that gun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love how in the movies when they do the flips,
RoboCop.
like the flips don't have to happen. They could have just landed, but they got to do a flip. It's fine.
He's about to stick this pipe where the sun don't shine on this guy. I'm pretty sure.
Not in a PG-13 movie, he ain't.
Oh, wow. We get the...
Oh! Oh, that's wonderful. Look at that.
That was awesome.
That's the best effect we've seen in all the movie. Yeah, that's the same guy, for sure. Same face. Okay.
Oh.
Spit on him. There you go, Cletus. Stand up for yourself. Man, Cletus did the best he could, y'all.
He's got the map of the underground, it looks like.
Yeah. Look, Cletus died a hero's death. All right? That's what I'm calling him.
Do you think that like the fact they had to replace RoboCop, that they told Frank Miller and he's like, okay, well, I'll write as much of this movie without actual RoboCop as I can.
I mean, that's what it's looking like.
That's definitely what it seems like.
Because I mean, it's really showing that there's no RoboCop in this movie. Remember me? It's my movie, isn't it?
Which at some point, like, they could have just made this movie and it not be a RoboCop movie.
Yeah, could have been any movie.
Maybe that's why people think the second one's better than this. I guess the lack of RoboCop.
RoboCop 2, by this time into that film last year, you and I were shaking our heads and just about saying, you just want to stop? This is terrible. Yeah. This is not offensive to me at all, Chris. It's not a great movie, but it ain't terrible either.
It has a very like 80s B action film vibe to it, which is crazy. About 93, but there's something that I love about those kind of movies. I think I know I dig this one way more than RoboCop 2 on this rewatch here.
This is 93. I keep calling it 1990. Jeez, where have I been?
Well, because it was filmed like they filmed it and then they released it like 2 years later, right? So
we're going with that. I meant to say that for an hour and a half. See, Chris
Yeah,
saved me.
we talked about it earlier in the show. So you get, I think we're good. Also, we were not involved in the production of this film, so it really doesn't matter if we get something wrong.
Well, the good people out there they're holding us accountable.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, come on.
I think the good people out there, if they're watching along with this, are still thinking about that ninja moving his face back and forth.
and then when you saw him again, no smile or anything. Okay. Like,
so I did have beer set aside just in case this got really, really rough, like Robocop 2. But so far, I've just been able to sit here and enjoy my Baja Blast. I didn't feel the need to have to drink my way through this one.
Well, if you were going to take a sip of beer every time Robocop showed up, you'd be fine right now. There'd be nothing, not even a buzz for you. So
yeah, nothing would be. I was really thinking that I might have to make a drinking game out of this when we said we were going to do it after how bad Robocop 2 was. Oh no. I love the talk about Robocop like he's a car.
Yeah.
This is basically Detroit after all, so it makes sense.
That's
Motor
fair.
City.
That's a fair comment. Yeah. Hey, come on. We gave you a new coat of paint, all right?
Yeah, they deleted that line 4.
Yep.
Get this lawnmower man looking.
Number 4 should be bust some heads. That's what it should say. Lawnmower man, good callback.
Who did you like better growing up, like RoboCop or Judge Dredd? I don't think we talked about it.
For me, it was RoboCop because I didn't have much of a connection to Judge Dredd because when these movies came out, there wasn't a lot of Dredd happening at all in this country. Like, it was still a comic produced in England, right? And like, I don't think it had yet crossed over, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't discover Dredd until mid 90s, late 90s, maybe. I'll say mid to late 90s. I discovered.
When did Judge Dredd the movie come out? Like shortly after this, right?
I don't think it was that close. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it being that close.
That new Dredd film, if you haven't done that on a show, it's that might be something to do. The old one's not that great.
Yeah, the original Dredd film was 95, 2 years after this one. You're right. Closer than I thought.
I think that's why I associate it like that in my head, because I would have been at the peak time period of me as a kid watching like movies for guys that like movies on the old TBS and TNT.
Yeah, they're talking about bringing back Dredd again for another film, but I don't know if it's going to be urban or not. I don't think it will be.
I mean, I thought that the new movie they did was incredible. Like, I loved the look of it, and it was cool that he was like, it was basically like watching a video game. Like, he was making his way through this apartment complex to try to get to the top with all of these various action scenes happening.
Carl Urban's, we just got red. Carl Urban's great. It's fine. Can I be honest with you? To me, the villain was a little flat, and I felt like we got a whole lot of her. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling the villain that much. I kind of felt like he's such a great hero, and like, she just threw a bunch of henchmen at him through the whole movie. I guess that makes sense, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's part of what I liked, though, is like the constant battle to get through this apartment complex that was like its own city in itself, kind of.
It's like a very video game movie. You got to get to the final boss.
Sure. I always liked RoboCop more as a kid growing up. And then as I got into Judge Dredd comics later in my life, I had more of an appreciation for Judge Dredd. But like those two, like that first Judge Dredd flick is not great.
No, it's not. No. Mm-mm.
I'm like, why is Rocky so terrible in this movie?
Right.
As a kid.
And the twin brother thing was weird, and it didn't. You know what's like advantageous for them in this movie is like you didn't have to see any of RoboCop's face from the other movies because it wasn't necessary. You could just look through his eyes, and they still had that footage. That's brilliant. Like,
yeah. As far as like the face, it's not that different with the helmet and everything that they have to do to kind of make it look RoboCop-y.
mm.
Oh.
He pats him too hard, gives him a concussion. He don't know his own strength.
I
Blam!
was literally just thinking of Ed Furlong in Terminator 2 when he gets the high five and he's like, "Ow!"
Yeah. That
just,
one
really squishes this kid's head.
in T2 when they're under the car. The thing that killed it for me. Did you see him? He's precious. He's sleeping. Did you see that? Oh my God. Is he
Robocop starts
smiling?
singing a lullaby.
There, little
Hi,
boy.
baby.
Yeah, there. I want him to sing a lullaby like crazy.
Dude, that would go so hard.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Like he can't carry the tune. He could just speak it.
Can we bring back like real cool looking gas station signs and stuff? Like
I'm
like
all
this,
for
this
that.
Bluebird, like giant neon signs and stuff.
Yeah,
Does that literally just say Detroit City street map?
maybe? Yes, it does actually.
I think they botched that a little bit there.
I just had a story going and I forgot what it was.
I had the I have the closed captioning on, and it just said sword swishing when you sign it out, which I appreciate.
Got a little bit of the
Yes.
king in here.
I miss like old big neon gas stations, like Sinclair signs and stuff. Like bring them back.
Now you just got to watch American Pickers to see that stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's like kind of, even if you go into like a new McDonald's, right? Like we have this very gray, blank aesthetic to every kind of business now. It's boring. It's like looking at a car from the 50s versus a car now where it just looks like a square or like a circular, like there's no art to it at all.
Well, it's like the old story about, remember when Pizza Hut had the triangle red roof and Taco Bell had the Mexican like a dwelling aesthetic, and like all that's over because these businesses want to be able to resell the property if they close down that location. So now it's all blocks and cubes, and you just take the logo down, throw up a new logo. It's a brand new restaurant or fast food place. I'm like, yeah, but there goes the style we used to have back in the day,
Yeah, it looks like you're going into like a prison in a lot of these restaurants and stuff
You're right.
now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
all-
like it's not a fun experience.
No, it's all cube and block and gray. Yeah,
Like you ever went into one of those rock and roll McDonald's?
I have not.
They're like 50s themed kind of, and they have like piano like designs and music notes everywhere. Is when they were doing
Nice.
like the singing moon thing,
Ah,
the Mac the knife or whatever.
nice. Bobby Darin.
Yeah. I think that they had a giant moon mascot with sunglasses that like sung at one point. McDonald. I can't think of the name of the character, but I'm sure
That's the-
listeners out there know.
When the shark bites. With it, it's the old Steve Martin bit where he
Yeah.
did that on stage. It's so good. I've got some butt to kick.
That Steve Martin documentary was really great, by the
It was
way.
awesome. So good.
You
stuff with
told me
Candy.
you told me how good it was and I should watch it, and then I watched it like the next day and was like, he was right. This was incredible.
So good. When he chokes up looking at Candy, it's so good, man. Ooh.
Also, his interactions with like Martin Short's pretty great in it
Yeah.
as a comedy writing duo.
Yeah. Only Murders in the Building is a really good show, by the way. Like the past season wasn't awesome because there's moments when you really get into a show and you're like, oh, it's going too long. This season feels like it's going too long. This past season felt like it went too long.
I haven't ever watched that show. I've been meaning to check it out, but it's one that I just haven't gotten around to watching.
First two seasons are awesome. Why is he asking for directions?
Who, RoboCop?
Yeah.
I guess he was damaged so badly that they
Oh.
reprogrammed him. Maybe he doesn't have all of his database, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. I want him to
he
go, you're fired.
He did tell them that they may want to call the fire department, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. It's getting hot in here. I don't know. I feel like we missed a lot of opportunities for some. I just don't feel like he had enough to do. How much we got left of this movie? He just ain't had enough to do, man. He's barely spoke. Like, watch the paint job, creep.
It would have been awesome if the car guy would have painted Robocop with some racing stripes on him or something.
I want the racing flames. He should have been like cherry, like Iron Man armor. You know what I mean? Oh, that would have been great. Cherry red.
Well, you got to know, like, when you're doing like kind of a beloved franchise, you got to be very careful with what you do. But I, in retrospect, they did miss out on some golden opportunities to do some like cool.
Yeah. And plus, it's a different action figure, huh? It's a different figure to sell the kids, which is what these movies are all about, is selling toys. That's all they're doing.
Well, we're going to get that with the jetpack later, making this a more toyetic Robocop.
Toyetic. Robocop.
That's the term that they use for all of those like G.I. Joe and those TV shows that were clearly just aimed to sell toys.
And it worked because my poor mom had to buy me a bunch of them. So look, he's always with the blue background and everything, and he's always mad. He says, listen, just get the robot cop off my back. You could have just said Robocop.
It's like literally everyone else in the entire world calls it Robocop except for this guy.
Uh-oh.
Can't believe that. Traitor.
Milton done turned on him.
I hope he gets it the worst.
Well, I set fire to the building. Yeah, he turned on him.
This seems like the kind of character that maybe should get his penis blown off. That's all I'm
quite
saying.
possible, yeah.
See, look how cool these signs are, man. I love that they didn't have to do anything to this Honda except add that little dome for it to look like futuristic, because those Hondas are so square.
Yeah.
Good old
come
Honda
on, huh?
wing.
I want to know why they all sound like this. All these cops. Hey, come on, Ray. Come on.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, people from Detroit don't have that accent.
Sound like that. In the future, everyone in Detroit sounds like they're from Brooklyn. So.
Like, Michigan's basically Canada. There's parts of like Michigan that are actually further north than some places in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Because of the Great Lakes.
Yeah. He said, go home, little lady. It's like, get along, little doggy. I don't know. That's how it sounded in my head. Hey, listen, when you live in this city, you've seen everything.
Yeah, the more that Robocop talks, though, the more I do wish it was Peter Weller.
He's like, elevator door sticks, just letting you know. Look at all the cops hanging out. Look at that gun floating in the middle. Oh, what?
That was awesome. He shot out an outline of the door so he could walk.
Because he can't just buzz through it.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what people were talking about. Robocop 3 is awesome.
Doors are tough. Listen, doors are tough. You know what I mean? They built them solid in that town.
All right. This man would have broke his leg at the very least.
Oh, at the very least. Look, I'm on my feet. It worked out tremendously for me.
Is Robocop
drive?
I hope he gets on the motorcycle. No, he's going to take this pimp's Cadillac instead.
Pimp had to be black, didn't it? It had to be black. It's wash and wax, sir. It's ready.
I love when he gets into the Cadillac and starts playing this like like jingle. There's this. I know that I've referenced King of the Hill earlier, but it is funny when it's like when Hank is riding around with a pimp hat on. They should have done that with RoboCop.
Right? He finds it in the passenger seat, just puts it on his head. They're shooting at my fly car.
Man, that must be one strong helmet. That guy just took a bullet to the face.
Right? Battlestar Galactica helmet. God, it looks like a Battlestar Galactica helmet.
It does. I bet it's reused, honestly.
Could be. Is he
It's like
tethered
those,
inside the back of the van? I think he's tethered in, isn't he? That's actually smart police work there, buddy.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually makes sense if you live in this city and commonly have to shoot out of a moving vehicle.
With the door wide open.
Yeah, they literally are just tethered to this thing.
That's wonderful. Look at that shell. My God in heaven. What's in that shell?
It's like a grenade launcher.
Powered by uranium. What is that? My God.
It's like those Terminator 2 rounds.
Right? But so far, he said that's a strong car. They don't make cars like they used to, kids. Look at the punishment this car's taking.
It's a convertible now.
The Pimp Mobile's taking a battering. A clubbering. Look at that. It's still, man, like the Energizer Bunny.
You know, if you're like GM, right, you got to be like, you should put our logo on that car.
Heck yeah.
Get some vehicle sales here.
Can we just put over the fact that tires have not popped? He's still able to roll forward. The tires are still, I'm just throwing it out
Kids
there.
are just playing a game of shinny.
It's back when Firestone knew how to make a good tire, buddy.
Oh, man. Did you see that?
Oh.
That was greasy.
Right?
It's like, I know these poor people, they'll run after this money and almost get by a car.
I would have done it. Stupid kids.
I love the leopard skin seats when he swings around those children. It shows the seat covers. That was a nice touch.
It's really good. That's a good line. We could drive around losing for explosion. That's a good line. I know how to find him.
I love when they just add like tube testers in the backgrounds of movies. Like, look, they do computer stuff.
Yeah. Look at the thing behind the kid with the little green screen on it. That looks like something out of like, I don't know, like movie's way older than this, put it that way. Oh, look at him. I'm a cool bad guy now, huh? Look at me. Huh? Look at him all cocky.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. You done got. Just tell him, you smug thing. You traitor.
Blew up his spot. You know, this kid's like been carrying around this 100-pound laptop for the whole movie.
Right?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It is kind of weird that they only show the good guys dying in this movie.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she's down. So she's running, and now we see soldiers, and the bad guys. Now she's on the screen with the kid, and they're at a dead end. They're looking around. She takes him off screen.
I like that
They're gonna
the
climb
outside there just looks like a painted background.
Yeah, she's stronger than we all thought she was. Look at her with her legendary butt opening that door.
Yeah.
So-
That guy's like,
Not
"Man,
my
that
words.
thing is good."
I'm gonna cry for this lady I just met. She starts cussing at him, calling him names. She's like, "That's a little hurtful."
It's like the puppy, like when you get in the jerk when he's throwing rocks. Get out of here!
That Darth Vader stuff we just had. I promise my men won't leave a mark. They're going to kill you, but they'll be easy about it. No, that's not him. It does look like him. It's even the same glasses. I do not think that's the same actor.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a hard time finding that character on IMDb, and I didn't want to keep clicking and typing over here. So
It's even the same suit, but it's not the same actor.
yeah, I think that this movie is just very misunderstood for what it is. It's not really a RoboCop film. It's
Yeah.
more about like resistance. It's like a rebel alliance versus the government kind of thing.
It is. Should mention that Burke had less time to prepare for this role than Weller did, because Weller had a lot of movement training for the first one, so Burke did not have that much time. But so far, he's done fine, you know?
Well, he's actually moving in the suit better than Weller was in the last movie.
Mm.
And that just makes me think that they changed the suit, somehow made it a little lighter or something, because it doesn't look as cool as the first movie, though, if I'm being honest.
You know, it's a big deal when the cops is quitting. I don't need this. By the way,
imagine being the guy that's arrested here, by the way.
Right?
Just leave. You just get up and leave too.
Like, can I get my phone call? What's going on? Yeah. What? By the way, kids, it's refreshing to see law enforcement do the right thing. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Weird, like animated Ren and Stimpy looking
It
animation.
is. Look at that. God. So far, this has been the most violent thing in the whole movie, was that?
Johnny Rehab, Bike Metsu. Yeah, we're going to go total comic cliche here with them trying to say that RoboCop is murdering nuns, apparently.
Of course. Reenactment.
Yeah. See, world would be a better place if some people in media stood up and did this every once in a while.
Isn't that refreshing also? Saying.
It was a nice shot of the TV satellite dish saying OCP on it.
They should, like, the title of this movie should be RoboCop 3 and then parentheses, sort of. Because again, where is he? I don't know.
This guy's digging for gold over here.
Right? I thought he had some cocaine there for a second.
You would think for a company that created Ed 209, hacking into their system would be a little harder
Right?
than it has shown to be so far.
In the year 1993, I think most of us walking around heard the word hacking and thought, well, this is a hacker. That's what hacking means right here. You know what I mean? But like, that's not really, yeah.
Get a Sony Triton CRT there.
Mm,
The best if you want to play 8-bit, 16-bit games.
nice.
They also weigh about 100,000 pounds. So
Dang, that's a heavy TV.
bring a forklift if you ever have to move one.
Yeah, we just had Johnny Rotten over there and fighting over a gun. Look at this.
All these punk rock mullets we got going on.
Yeah, dude.
It's like mid 80s Aussie mullets.
Oh, that was wonderful. That dude snapped. All right.
So I don't understand I know that they're displacing people, but they never explain why.
Well, because they're rebuilding the city, right? They want all the poor people thrown out. So they can
Right.
make
There has
room
not
for
been
them.
enough discussion on what the actual plan is of kicking all these people out. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I missed it. I missed something in the plot here, I think.
So apparently, Chris, this film was a little bit more violent than what we're seeing. They trimmed a lot of scenes down to get that PG-13. They took blood out. The impact shots, they reduced the number of impact shots in the movie. That's something else.
I mean, I actually think it's been fine. Like I've not seen anything that I've been watching and going, man, I wish there was some more violence in this.
Yeah.
That's the Atlanta skyline in the background there.
Ah. Cock it. Oh, yeah, there you go. See, you got to deliver the line, then cock it. You can't cock it and then deliver the line. You got to, and then we're going to do this, blam, and cock it.
I think it's great that they quit, but they still took their cop cars.
Yeah. And he just deputized them. I thought you just quit. Never mind. How did I get here? Oh no, did I do this? Oh no.
Some of his movement makes me want him to break out into like the Thriller dance.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Oh, look behind him. Uh-oh. Robo Ninja's back there.
Yeah, Robocop's at a very big disadvantage against this android because this guy can like run and move and stuff.
And turn his head without moving his whole body. So
Yeah.
that's a thing too. But no armor. I mean, underneath that synthetic skin, he's
Samurai.
yeah.
I don't know that a katana is the best weapon for Robocop, though, if I'm being honest. They couldn't have given him like a laser sword or something.
They get pretty sharp. Laser sword is you're running a risk of getting sued for that one. So I'm about to bust a cap.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess
Katanas are sharp, man.
this is a Hattori Hanzo blade,
It's
apparently.
made out of adamantium, I think. So
Well, I mean, all you did was cut off his arm where he puts the gun anyways.
that's fair. That's what I was going to say. Where's my attachments? Darn it. I need my gun arm.
Do you think he had other attachments, like for like outside of gun arm? Did he have like
Like 8
broom
beaters.
arm?
You know what I mean? Spatula arm and yeah. I'm handy in the kitchen.
Puppet arm where he has the dare lion for when he goes to the school day.
Roar. Don't do drugs, kids.
I know your parents do a lot of nuke, but you shouldn't.
Yeah. It's the worst town on the planet to raise a kid. Okay. By far.
Yeah.
I got to say, they're pretty well armed, these resistance guys, man. pretty
Well,
well
they did,
armed.
well, so they, I mean, they stole all the weaponry from the OCP, right? So
That's the most powerful gun you've ever seen in your life. Look at that. Never mind, they're screwed.
yeah.
We had to get that shot in the shadows. Oh my God, with a 2-foot jump. So let me get this straight. Not only did we not get to see the guy the movie's named after, when he gets into the fight in the third act, he gets his freaking butt kicked. What are we doing?
But gun arm.
Yes, finally. Ah ha ha ha. I'm gonna show you something now.
That was awesome.
Shut up.
Oh, this movie's great.
And that is why people said it's not as good as part 2. Like, oh my. Some fight. He lost the whole fight, Chris. He didn't, if it hadn't been for that gun arm, he'd have lost that fight.
I mean, for sure. But also the gun arm's awesome. So
Of course.
I'm giving it a pass.
Screw that jetpack. All you need is a gun arm.
Johnson's face when the guy cocks the gun is incredible.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
I was worried that the kid was going to be annoying because I tend to not like kids in these kind of movies.
Yeah.
But he's been fine.
He's been fine. There's not been a whole lot. It's the hair. The hair's, no. It's just an interesting choice. I don't know. Tom, it's a rough city. They can't be giving kids haircuts here.
This is literally just a Waffle House.
It is absolutely just a Waffle House.
That would be the most Atlanta thing ever.
And the guys are like, yeah, we know. What else is new? Look at that family, like it's 1960.
I don't know that it's the best idea to tell all the citizens to go out, go out to the streets with this shootout happening, to be fair.
Let's get that inspiring, motivating music.
Do you think that this movie, like, because RoboCop 1 is very satirical in nature.
Yeah.
And this almost feels like it's like a corporate satire of a satire.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
I mean, I think maybe we can kind of pretend like part 2 didn't happen and just watch part 1 and then watch part 3. I don't know how much you'd miss, honestly.
Yeah, you could play my suggestion for RoboCop would be watch RoboCop 1, then play RoboCop Rogue City, and then watch this movie. That would be the order I would do things.
Are they still walking toward them, by the way? It's the Holy Grail. It's the Holy Grail. When Cleese is running from a distance, remember? With the sword, it takes him forever to get up to the castle. And the guards are like, what's going on? They're eating, what's going on? It's like every time you see him, he's still running.
You gotta love the big like explosion jump.
Oh, of course.
You know?
I haven't heard the Wilhelm scream yet, by the way. I heard a scream, but that was not the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, it was not the classic.
Uh-oh. Not anymore, they're not.
Yeah, Jetpack RoboCop.
Oh, good God, he broke the sonic boom. All their ears are bleeding now. He's kind of looking like War Machine up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I want to hear AC/DC's War Machine now. That'd be great. We should overdub this.
Yeah.
Time it out like an Iron Man film.
You should. Now you got an idea for the reel on Instagram.
Right? Did he just put his arms up?
Yeah, he's like pumped.
That's great. He put his arms up.
He's like, we got a big problem here.
That's
you
like
would think that the National Guard would come into this situation at some point.
That's like in the movies whenever a character, there's a car coming at him and the guy takes his hands off the wheels to do this.
Yeah.
And you're like, you might want to put your hands back on the wheel, dude. This is wonderful. Jetpack Robocop. Again, as we said, it's another toy to sell to kids.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the commercial too is like a kid going, yeah.
Right.
Look up around.
Right. Hey, can I be honest? It didn't look bad at all, did it?
No, no. I like that they tried to do it as much as they could practically too.
Yeah. I thought it looked fine. Isn't there a key card right there? They could have just opened it. Oh! You missed.
That was incredible.
God.
Oh my God, Johnson, our stock has dropped to nothing. We're ruined. I am kind of sad we didn't get more loyal Ed 209.
Right? Did he call him chum? He called him chum, didn't he?
Yeah.
Don't count on it, chum.
There's
Well,
another
there you
one.
go. Oh! He did the smile. Oh, that's what. Oh,
That's awesome. How many of these are there?
Oh, that's great. Robocop's like, oh, crap.
It's funny that he chose to use sayonara.
Right? Aloha.
Like funny in an early 90s racist way.
Yeah. They couldn't help themselves. Like they're just.
Like they're samurais. He should say sayonara, you know, just really drive home the point.
Yeah. Remember, guys, we got Japanese folks on the set. Be sure we got to really get that over. I swear to God, hey, once again, I'm getting a little tired of this. I need my hero to be a little tougher than this.
To be fair, he is just like kind of like a giant trash can.
But that's not the point.
I mean, that's always the weird thing about RoboCop, right? Like, is when he gets knocked over, it's going to take him forever to get back up. Which seems true to form if you watch any of these robot maids that they have or robot restaurants. When you see them fall over, they freak out.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. There goes the heads rolling.
The kid's just going to be like, no problem.
Chum, he says. He rolled into the jetpack. Where was this dexterity when he was getting his butt kicked earlier by the ninja? Remember? I can't get up. Yeah. But now he can roll over.
It was pretty awesome that the guy got his legs caught on fire, and that's how he's going to explode.
What would the case have done? Was there a abort command in the case? A button he could have pressed?
I don't know, but it really didn't make any sense because he just said, "Don't you know what you did to all of us? We're all doomed."
Yeah,
But then he rolled over there like he was about to hit like an abort or something.
Yeah. Unless I press this button. I like that cop sweeping the street. I'm in favor of that.
Komatsu is not going to be very pleased here.
Well, he's always pissed. Look at him. Look at him right now. Ugh, all the time. He's been talking to him on the way over. He's like, I don't know what happened back there. I had no idea.
He's like, why did you hire that guy? This is kind of like shocking to watch, knowing it's filmed in Atlanta, and he's talking about gentrification of this area, and it looks completely different now.
Wow. So they did it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, unexpected.
I mean, is he just acknowledging that they're going to leave the city alone? Is that basically?
Close up.
Man, I love the Robocop theme music, though.
I just wanted to say, you call me Robot Cop. Robot law enforcement officer.
Call me Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Oh. Well, there you go, kids. I remember having far less fun last year in terms of watching the film. So
yeah, this was 1,000 times better than
my
2.
God. And we thought it was going to be worse, didn't we? I did.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was going to be worse because I remember not liking it even when I was a kid. So I was surprised that it has, and it's also the one that gets kind of demolished online the most.
That's
which is why people, I guess, should give a rewatch to something like this, right? Because I had a lot of fun with that. That was a very enjoyable flick.
I mean, maybe it was the going from R to PG-13, and kids our age at the time were like, rated R, shoot them up, yeah. And then, like, maybe that's what it was, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that could have a lot to do with it. I like the campiness of this, though.
Yeah,
I don't think it's anywhere as good as RoboCop 1.
No.
But there is something about the PG-13 campiness. And like I said, you could almost make the same movie without RoboCop, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one did feel very comic book movie for sure. And so I think Frank Miller's writing showed a lot more.
Yeah. Kids, if you get to the post-credit scene, Stallone shows up to recruit him to his new team. No, I'm just kidding.
They missed a golden opportunity for like a RoboCop 4 where Weller is RoboCop and this guy's like evil RoboCop for OCP. And then you could have had both actors.
But that would have been too on the nose, right?
I mean, it's RoboCop. Like, it needs to be a little satirical and campy and
everything
full of 80s B charm, you know?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it on Rotten So, it only has 33 critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a score of 9%. I don't even know what to make of that. Like,
yeah, they need to rewatch it. It's what I would say there. I think it's just the same people that I was talking about, like on Reddit, that demolished this film, are also giving it scores on Rotten Tomatoes. It's kind of what it comes off as. This is a perfectly serviceable film. You could do a lot worse than RoboCop 3. You could watch RoboCop 2, for instance.
Here's what Roger Ebert, the famous Roger Ebert, said at the time. He only gave it 1.5 stars. And he's actually got a good argument. Why do they persist in making these retreads? Oh, Roger, if you could see it now. Because RoboCop is a brand name, I guess, and this is this year's new model. It's an old tradition in Detroit to take an old design and slap on some fresh chrome. That's actually a great review. He didn't have to like it, but honestly, can I be honest with you? That's a straight review. He didn't say they sucked or horrible. These people are dumb. He just, I don't get it. Why are we doing this? Because, Peter wasn't in it, to be fair, right? I don't know.
I don't know that we there was only a couple of moments there in that movie where I think Weller being there would have made a big difference, because the movie's just not that much RoboCop. It's more about the resistance of the OCP than it is about RoboCop.
I think that's done by design. Without having a note in front of me telling me I'm right, I think they intentionally didn't have that much in the movie because it was not the same guy. I don't know. I mean, it seems dumb. Commit to it. If that's your guy now, commit to it. Let's see him. What did I say it was? 20 minutes into the film before we saw him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the screenplay is written by Frank Miller and Fred Decker, and Decker's the director, so he would have known, I guess we're not going to get Weller, right, for this one.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense that they did the script that way they did. And you make a good point. I mean, Ebert makes a good point there. But like you said, oh man, he would not like the current state of the film industry,
right?
Or video game industry. If you're not an IP, you basically shouldn't even come out.
Decker also, he also directed Ricochet, which is a very interesting film, Ricochet. But Denzel. But after this, the only movie he directed was in 2018. He did The Predator in 2018,
which I had mixed feelings on that movie as well, but it wasn't bad or anything.
He didn't direct that much television either. How
many writing credits does he have though? Because it seems like more like he might be. I mean, he was the writer on Rogue City.
He wrote, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. He wrote 6 movies, and he only directed 3 of them. Of the 6 that he wrote, he only directed 3. He has uncredited work on Demolition Man, Lethal Weapon 4, Titan AE, and yeah.
Well, he directed Monster Squad, and that's all you need to know, because that's a classic. Have you ever seen Monster Squad?
I'm looking at it right now. I swear to God, I don't think I've seen this movie.
Oh man, it's an 80s classic. It's like a campy kids horror type thing. I think like Gremlins, but a little goofier. So it's kind of all of the Universal monsters put into a very campy, kid-friendly horror flick.
All right, hold on. Maybe I have. It's starting to look and sound familiar now. Yeah, it's starting to sound familiar. Maybe I have. Interesting.
Which is kind of funny because that has a higher rating than RoboCop 3, I think. Which, as much as I love Monster Squad, I don't know that I would say that it was a better flick than RoboCop 3 after rewatching RoboCop 3.
We sat through that RoboCop 2 film last year. That's not a good movie.
That's the only one we've ever done a watch along that I've been like, we might as well just shut up shop.
Yeah. Close it down.
There's nothing to talk about happening in that movie. It's bad.
Yeah, it's not good. Not a good film. My God, it's not a good film. Yeah. Well, there you have it, kids. There's our watch-along commentary for RoboCop 3. If you're still watching the film as we're talking, you done screwed up. So go back and try to catch up. You done messed up somewhere. That was much better than I thought it was going to be. So I say a year from now, we do that remake of the RoboCop film. What do you think, Chris?
Do you want to do that, or do you want to do the TV show? Because from what I've heard, the TV show is kind of wild.
I think we do the remake, and then, well, you know what? We could do the TV show next year and then the remake the year after, provided we're all still here kicking.
Yeah, because in theory, the TV show is supposed to be around the same time period as the films, whereas in the reboot, it's kind of its own thing.
Can I be honest with you? I have little to no memory of that TV show, and I have no idea why either. No idea why I don't remember.
And there's a cartoon as well.
The cartoon I remember. I remember
the cartoon. I remember too. I loved the cartoon as a kid. I'm sure it does not hold up. I doubt it's like the Batman animated series, for instance.
I'm gonna guess you're right.
This is definitely that was definitely like, let's sell some toys for sure with the RoboCop show. I'm sure.
RoboCop Prime Directives. Yeah. Prime Detectives, excuse me. Oh. TV miniseries.
It's kind of like a procedural crime show. It's an interesting. I've seen clips from it. I've never watched the whole thing though, so that might be
God.
That might be what we need to do next year.
I'm going to need you to submit to a lie detector test. I don't know. The actor was Paige Fletcher. Yeah. He best known for his role in the 1980s hits TV series The Hitchhiker as the main title character from 84 to 1990.
Talk about a show I've not thought about in ages.
Yeah.
Hitchhiker.
Man, that thing was huge when it came out, too. Huge. I remember that. Maurice Dean Witt as Commander John T. Cable. Robocable. Slash Robocable is what it says.
I found the best background now. I flipped back over to where before I uploaded my images for here, and there's RoboCop on a jet with his jetpack and his gun arm. Should have used that. I'm really regretting my decision now.
Well, the stills I saw of him with the jetpack weren't high quality, so I figured I got the guy behind me. There's RoboCop 3. We got 3 of them, like a triangle of RoboCops.
It's awesome.
You know what I mean? The pyramid of the RoboCop pyramid.
So how did you feel about Nico as a character?
He was
kind of dug it.
Cut the kid's hair, for God's sake, but he's fine. No. It's just decisions they make sometimes for these films. You're like, who in the world thought, like, it's almost like if they gave him like a nose piercing for no good reason. Like, why does this kid have a nose piercing? Like, I don't know. It's weird. He was fine.
So there's 23 episodes of the TV show, and it's only 1 season.
Oh, well.
It came out, and it's 44 minutes an episode.
Oh.
It seems.
On the Space Network is what it says.
Which is like, what is the Space Network?
The CTV Sci-Fi Channel. It's Canadian English channel.
And there's also a movie for this?
Is there?
Yeah, because it has 2 entries on IMDb. So we have RoboCop, which is just the straight series, and then there looks like that Prime Directives.
Yeah.
Or RoboCop Meltdown Prime Directives. Why does it have multiple names? This came out in 2001.
Yeah.
Are there 2 TV shows?
It's a spin-off of the RoboCop franchise created by Fireworks Entertainment. Consists of 4 feature-length episodes: Dark Justice, Meltdown, Resurrection, and Crash and Burn. All 4 episodes being released on DVD. It seems very chaotic to just redo RoboCop again. Like, what are we doing?
Huh.
There's another Murphy on here, by the way. Executive James Murphy. OCP Executive James Murphy. Must be a brother or a cousin or something.
So in the show that I was thinking of, Richard Eden plays Alex Murphy.
Interesting.
And that show came out in 94. Which is the one that I've seen clips from. I don't know that I've ever seen anything from that other one.
Yeah. I don't know what it was then, because I don't know I can't even find anything about that.
Here, I'll shoot it to you here.
Yeah. Here we go. Television. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Here it is. Richard Eden. Yeah. Series takes place 4 to 5 years after the original film. Murphy's mother and father are introduced. His father, Russell Murphy, was a devout police officer himself for many years till his retirement. Yeah, I don't care about his mom and daddy. Why are we getting his mom and daddy in here?
I mean, because it's a 23 episode TV show. They got to do something.
And then, well, that was the series. Now the other one, the Prime Directives. All right. So the first one is, I guess, the 23 episode, and the second one is made of 4 different standalone features. And jeez, please.
So this review says on the IMDb, the user Gizlif says the best RoboCop since RoboCop.
Interesting.
And this one says Camp Lives Again. I rather like the series. I saw it as an extension of the RoboCop 3 humor and a good approach to primetime network TV. So that gives me some hope.
94, and that Prime Directives was 2001. So
This one says brilliant and criminally underrated series. We might be in for a treat with this, based on these actual user reviews.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed here. We'll find out in a year from now. So
it's a good thing we can break up the 23 episodes for the next year and just talk about this series. Maybe pick out one episode to watch.
I mean, look, starting today, you got 365 days to watch those episodes.
Well, I might start right after we get off here if I can find it on the
Pace yourself,
interwebs.
Because if
I'm kind of down for some more RoboCop after the brilliance of RoboCop 3.
Yeah, you got to come down off that Robo high. You got to come down off that. Too much nuke in your system. That's what's going on.
Too much nuke. Too much Mountain Dew Baja Blast in my system right now.
Yeah, man. I had 3 cups of coffee this morning, so yeah, I'm awake.
It's like Talladega Nights. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Yeah. I love how they're talking to you right now. Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, if I wanted myself 2 little softies, I would have named him Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman.
That's so great. Oh my God. Still hadn't done Talladega Nights on this show. We'll have to do a watch along of Talladega Nights. That'll be fun.
It's a fun movie. It's not my favorite Will Ferrell flick from that time period, but it is fun.
Have I done Talladega Nights? You know how many times I've told someone, look, we should do this movie, and I go look and go, never mind, we already did it.
Yeah, see, the annoying part about me is I will harass you about it. So
no, we haven't.
If you haven't done it, it will be done in the future for
we
the
haven't
listeners
done
out there, because I don't bother Tom about this.
That'll have to be one we do. Well, kids, there you have it. There's our review of Robocop 3. We hope you enjoyed it. And Chris, before we get out of here, let's get your last word on Robocop 3.
It made me like RoboCop again. After RoboCop 2, I didn't know if that was a possibility. But no, really enjoyable. Very much campy B movie action flick. So if you're looking for something like that, worth watch, you flip over from Renegade and watch RoboCop 3, and I think you'll be pleased.
Renzo Lamas on that bike, I'm telling you. Hunky as can be, buddy. Not a bad show.
Just avoid that last season because we never figure out who burned him, and also he cuts his hair, and it's jarring.
Terrible. It's like when they gave the A-Team a boss. They're like, what am I watching? What is this crap? You know what I mean?
It's just Charlie from Charlie's Angels. He's also the A-Team boss.
Yeah, right. Same guy. It's over a speaker. That's all you need to know. Yeah. Well, there you have it, kids. Thanks as always for checking us out. And if you enjoyed this video on the YouTube, then you should know by now that on Boink Studios YouTube channel, everything is free to watch. Audio and video, both content dating back to 2014. Movies like this one, music, album reviews, streamer, TV show reviews, comic book reviews, character reviews. We've also got sports, horror novels with Bachman's Basement, video game reviews with the Patton Report. Sports, as we said, that's Ray Sports and Slams. You name it, we've got everything on Boink Studios YouTube. So please go give us a follow, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And check out the website as well, boinkstudios.com. We appreciate it very much. Stay tuned for a whole lot more, kids. Back next week with a brand new episode of the 6M Podcast. Don't miss that. But for now, that is Robocop 3. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Check out our social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at 6M Podcast. We'll see you next time.